Good evening, folks, and thank you for joining us. Today, our topic is the motorhome and how popular it's becoming every day. America, we're all going through financial difficulties right now. Especially with the Great Depression, it has idled the residential construction industry. But Robert W. McLaughlin Jr. sought to solve the resulting issue by designing an inexpensive dwelling that can be mass-produced, which we all know as the motorhome. And viewers, don't you worry about not getting your own motorhome. You could pick one up at John Wanamaker's department store. April 1st, 1935, Sarah Roosevelt, President Roosevelt's mother, was the first to untie that ribbon and unbound that cellophane-wrapped house. The American motorhome has been developed through long research. The greatest amount is mostly done by expert talent that have been brought together for a single type house that has been carefully worked out in each detail. Architects, engineers, and technicians have planned and replanned, tested and retested. 11 motorhomes have been lived in and tested for over 2 years. The motorhome is designed to envision that it is becoming something like the Volkswagen of housing, affordable for every American. Homeowners often find themselves paying more for what they don't want in their home. Imagining the house could be produced in an assembly line, like an automobile, or radios to give the buyer what they want. The entrepreneur thinks that he could become the next Ford. The manufacturer of conventional building material wonders if he could make more money by sorting them into packages. The manufacturer of building equipment fancies that if he had all the latest apparatuses in every home, if he could just produce a package. All of these hopes have justifications. If only a successful commercial manufacturer of houses or on a large scale could be achieved. Now let's talk structurally about the motorhome. The concrete foundation wall extends below the frost line. 3 feet of earth will be excavated and 16 inches deep steel beams are bolted to the foundation. The home is required of no cellar, but you may have one if you wish for an extra charge. The first floor is kept warm and dry because beneath it is an enclosed chamber, 16 inches deep, which will extend the entire floor area, though to keep that warm air circulated. The steel frame is sturdy and is anchored to the concrete wall foundation. It's strong enough to withstand heavy snow loads, high wind velocities, and even severe earthquakes. The exterior walls come in large panels which are fastened to the steel wall frame. These panels are made of Pristo, which consists of concrete and asbestos that have been compressed hydraulically. It also has an integrated insulation. The exterior surface of the house is a soft, warm gray color, which does not require painting, although you might paint it if you wish. The natural color provides a very lovely background for shrubs and planting, with the exterior trim having a special aluminum alloy which requires no attention and weathers to the mellow pewter color. Now we must be mindful of the modern appreciations of the healthy advantages of sunlight. The roofs have been designed to be used as sun decks. It is virtually spacious and an outdoor living area that attracts plants and furnishings. The roof is a material that consists of a mineral compound which is known as minerite pipe. The finished roof is a soft green color. It can be made out of concrete and asbestos and drains the roof at the center. The finished floors are made of hardwood, the fibers in which are exploded under great pressure and then compressed into sheets. It is known as microfloor, and the rich color of the dark mahogany. An occasional waxing to maintain that high polished look will be necessary. The interior walls are also made of chemical compounds, which come from a large section and are held in steel channels. No seams are visible though, and the walls are soundproof and covered in AM fab. This wall covering will not fade and will be washed with soap and water. The patterns are most attractive, and you have a wide choice of selection to choose from. In every room, there will be an acoustical ceiling that will be finished in light tones to reflect that a maximum amount of light. Probably as much time was spent in planning the closets as many of the other features in the house. They are large, well-shaped, and at full height. This feature will be appreciated by many women who have lived in the old-fashioned homes, where the closet space was tucked under sloping roofs. Each closet will be complete with shelves, hooks, chrome-plated rods, and will be equipped with electrical lighting. The patented steel-encased windows are used throughout. They operable on a small crank and lock automatically. In most cases, the windows are located at the corner of the rooms to allow a greater flexibility in the arrangement of furniture that could be possibly centralized in place from the old-fashioned houses. Each window will be equipped with curtain rods and hinged screens. The John B. Pierce Foundation of New York City has also done considerable work on the plumbing and heating equipment that is largely responsible for the integrated mechanical core of the home. They were in charge of the study of the floor plans of the family's living habits, and in particular responsible for the 24 feet by 28 feet single-story house, which has been a large extent to become the standard of the low-cost field. The minimal of a motorhome. The name motorhome comes from the magic motor unit, the thing that makes the house go. This motor unit is a mechanical nerve like the mass production of auto industry. The house is a marvel in mechanical and electrical arrangement. The motor unit, the thing that helps run the home, contains all the plumbing, heating, cooking, lighting, and air conditioning devices. All equipment for the kitchen are located on one side of the unit, all the bathroom fixtures on the other, including the patent water basin large enough for a baby bath. While catering to married couples, the home would arrive 5 rooms ready, packed in one large motor truck. Comparing to before, some would have to wait months or even a year for their house to be built. But now, it only took a short amount of time. In those few days, the home would be bolted together, airtight, and fireproofed. The department stores were including a 2-day supply of groceries when bought. This spread the new idea of housing to the market. The biggest trend in Philadelphia right now is the motorhome. They are being sold, and even Sarah Roosevelt has dedicated this home to the women of America. The home will be elevated for your lifestyle as a housewife. This style of house brings in the middle to low-income groups conveniences not even found in many millionaire homes. Imagine, if you can, the delight of a woman who steps into her ready-made house and finds the kitchen already equipped with the state-of-the-art appliances. The Moppler Chrysler DeSoto water heater that the whole house could run on 1 gallon of gas per day. The Lyman air conditioning is a new type of refrigerator that can produce 1.5 tons of ice in only 24 hours, promising to cool the entire house with a top-of-the-line AC unit. The Admiral Richard E. Byrd boasts and enforces the heating and cooking spaces in these new houses. He's using the Westinghouse House dual automatic refrigerator and Magic Chef gas stove. The Bohr built-in electric clocks will now be able to tell the man of the house just how long he has before his train or streetcar is to come along. But the number one company we have to thank is General Electric for coming up with so many different ideas, especially the laundry tub for us women. She'll also never be bothered by cooking odors because of the electric exhaust quickly removes smoke, dust, and fumes from the kitchen. In addition to the windows, indirect lighting gives plenty of illumination for her to work in the compact designed room. Dreams of only yesterday were brought to full reality by the air conditioning apparatus. All air breathed by the occupants of the house will be filtered, washed, and heated or cooled before being circulated through the ductwork, extending to the various rooms. All the work is done by the motor unit without the dirt or furnace operations, the expense of the extra cooling equipment, and the trouble of attending to separate units. Gas, oil, coal, or electric heat can be used in small but effectively heated plants, thus enabling the homeowner to choose the fuel that best suits his needs and contains of his purse. This will be your forever and dream home. Even if the family is not done growing, there is no need to move out. New rooms can be ordered and bolted in easily. Husband got a new job? There's still no need to move out. Moving the house from one place to another is as easy as constructing it the very first time. Now, not to worry, ladies and gentlemen. Of course, there are different styles. American house market has about 15 variations of the house and has boasted about 140 different plans that can be built from the modular unit. For example, you could own a motorhome like the Eggman house. This is Wisconsin's only motorhome. The two-story cubic home employed a steel frame structure based on a 4 by 8 foot modular. An attached one-story garage projecting at the southeast corner now serves as additional living space. It is the 54th motorhome sold. When Ernest and Ellen moved in, all they had to do was enjoy their machine built for living, because inside the motorhome came the latest equipment. The central air conditioning, dishwasher, and steel kitchen cabinets were all new concepts for us in 1935. All these new gadgets are conveniences, including the built-in radio, the clock, the toaster, the iron, the clothes washer, the bathroom scale, and assorted how-to books, and then several days of groceries. Or you could own a motorhome like Dan J. Holland's house. He is an executive at Humble Oil, built his home in the upscale Brownwood subdivision on the waterfront in Houston. Out of the old, the site was formerly occupied by the Victorian-style J.D. Crowe House of 1894, and now it is occupied with a two-story steel and aluminum structure system that is a modern, flat-roof, architecturally designed motorhome with 3 bedrooms and a beautiful sun deck. Or you may fancy the original motorhome. The home had 500,000 visitors at the property during the first 6 months of its exhibition from April 1st. The modern-looking build in Delaware was situated on the road, had modern lines, fully furnished, and equipped with the General Electric household devices. Known now as the New American Home, it is considered to be the best lighting and exposure inside. This will always make the inside of the house so cheerful. The inside is also completely waterproofed and positively protected from termites. Each room is ample-sized, and every bedroom will have a closet. And there will be 3 bathrooms in the house, and the wall coverings, as well as the entire decor, will harmoniously be beautiful in the scheme. The floors are throughout the home a white oak block, which takes a high luster, and which will give a lifetime of service. The motorhome can become whatever you desire in your American dream home. Thank you for joining us. We'll see you next time.